Hey guys, my name is Yulia, and I just wanted to talk today a little bit about propolis, which is a topic that we covered at the beginning of the semester, but haven't really gotten into that much detail about it. So, what's really interesting about this topic is that propolis is a substance that isn't only beneficial to bees, but also really beneficial to humans. It dates back to, its name dates back to the times of Aristotle, meaning before the city or defender of the city in Greek. And in his writings, Aristotle showed a really good and accurate knowledge of propolis because the name defender of the city is a really appropriate term for the role that propolis has in a beehive, because this plant resin is often used to cover any cracks and crevices within the beehive, and sometimes it's even used to coat entire nesting cavities. So, the composition of propolis is different from its basin. Is different in each location. So, for example, propolis that's collected in Columbus will be a lot different in composition than the propolis collected in a different city, such as Cleveland or Cincinnati. And there's been a lot of research done on the effects of propolis and how effective it can be in treating cases of burns, infections, cold sores, and possibly even tumors. But a lot of this is preliminary research. So the only conclusive evidence that has been has been found is that propolis does indeed possess wound healing and pain relieving properties, which are very beneficial to human health. So of the compounds that compose propolis, which it's composed of nearly 300 compounds, antioxidants called flavonoids are believed to be the active ingredients, and there's been a lot of ointments and solutions of propolis in water that can be applied, that are produced and can be applied to infected areas on the skin to prevent any inflammation or infection. There was even a study done on rodents that suggests that propolis accelerates wound healing in diabetes patients. And what happened in the study is that there were two groups of rats, one in which diabetes were induced and the other that had no diabetes. And both of these groups of rats were wounded and then treated with either propolis or a controlled saline solution. And the wounded rodents, the ones that were treated with propolis, experienced decreased rates of impaired neutrophil infiltration and myeloperoxidase activity, which basically means that the wound healed a lot faster. And what's even more interesting is that the antimicrobial and antibiotic properties of propolis, in comparison to synthetic antibiotics, have less toxic effects on the human body, and they don't cause bacterial resistance, nor do they damage any healthy flora. So then, in addition to wound healing, propolis is a very good pain-relieving substance, particularly in cases of arthritis and toothache. Some researchers and doctors suggest that arthritis patients should use topical creams containing propolis to treat chronic and acute inflammatory processes within their joints. Dental patients experiencing oral and surgery pain or other toothaches are also advised to chew on propolis or rinse with a propolis solution to relieve their pain. And this pain-relieving substance is known to inhibit the growth of streptococci, which is a bacteria that contributes to tooth decay, and then propolis also reduces swelling and inflammation that's responsible for the pain. So then, although propolis does have a lot of benefits for human health, it's not meant to be taken as a cure-all. It's mostly expected to ease the current conditions, but not cure them, if you know what I mean. And it's relatively safe to use unless the person has any known allergies to bees or pollen, then they really should avoid using propolis. So really, there's no unbeneficial properties that propolis has in regard to human health. And those who actually do pursue beekeeping should really consider looking further into the uses of propolis, because it would be very beneficial for them to take advantage of the many properties that propolis has. Thank you.